Listen carefully. What you're about to hear isn't just another message. This is a divine confirmation. If you're here right now, it's no accident. Something bigger is at play, something beyond what your eyes can see. You've been led to this moment because your spirit is awakening. Because deep down, you know you're different. You've always felt it, the way you don't fit into the mold, the way your presence shifts the energy in every room you enter. That's not a coincidence. That's purpose calling. The journey ahead won't be easy. The forces that once tried to silence you will rise. The opposition will grow stronger, and the path may feel lonely at times. But hear this, you were built for this. Every challenge, every betrayal, every setback was never meant to break you. It was meant to shape you. You are stepping into something greater than you can even imagine. And those who once doubted you, they will soon understand why they could never stop you. Before we go any further, take a moment to claim this message. Smash that like button, hit subscribe, and drop the number 55 in the comments. This is a divine number of alignment, signaling that you're stepping into a new level of power. And if you truly feel this in your soul, watch until the very end, because what I'm about to reveal will change everything. Let's go. This is your moment. The universe has a way of restoring balance, ensuring that no action goes unnoticed. There are those who move through life believing they can manipulate, deceive, and destroy without consequence, unaware that the very energy they project will eventually find its way back to them. The disruption they attempted to weave into your path will unravel before them, leaving them entangled in their own chaos. What was done in secrecy will soon be laid bare, their masks slipping as the truth emerges in ways they never anticipated. The illusions they crafted to mislead others will turn against them, forcing them to confront the weight of their own deception. Retribution is not yours to seek, for the forces that govern justice work beyond the reach of human hands. The downfall they unknowingly constructed will rise before them, built from the very bricks of harm they once threw. Their whispers of betrayal will echo back, their intentions exposed under a light they cannot dim. But while they wrestle with the consequences of their own making, your victory is found in refusing to be consumed by their darkness. Your power lies in growth, in moving forward, untethered to the burdens they tried to place upon you. The reckoning they face is one of their own design, and nothing can stop its arrival. Don't just watch, be part of the journey. Hit subscribe now and step into your purpose. The best is yet to come. No weapon formed against you shall prosper. Isaiah 54:17. Imagine walking through a battlefield, but every arrow fired in your direction vanishes before it reaches you. Imagine standing in the middle of a storm, yet not a single drop of rain touches your skin. That, my friend, is the divine protection over your life. When you are chosen, when you are walking in alignment with your God-given destiny, there is a shield around you, an invisible fortress built not by human hands, but by the power of the Almighty. See, the enemy thinks he's slick. He plots, he schemes, he sets traps, hoping to catch you off guard. But what he fails to realize is that you are covered. Every lie spoken against you, it falls to the ground, powerless. Every jealous glance, every whisper of deceit, every attempt to pull you down, it all breaks apart before it can even touch you. Because when God puts his hand on you, there is nothing, and I mean nothing, that can take you out of his plan. I know there have been moments when you felt under attack, when people tried to twist your words, when they betrayed your trust, when doors slammed shut in your face. But let me tell you something. What was meant to destroy you is only making you stronger. Every single thing the enemy meant for harm, God is flipping for your good. Think of it like a diamond. A diamond doesn't become what it is without pressure, without heat, without being cut and refined. But once it's gone through the fire, it shines so bright you can't ignore it. And that's exactly what's happening in your life. You've been through the pressure, you've walked through the fire, but guess what? You're still here. You're still standing, and you're shining brighter than ever before. And let me tell you, the more they try to come against you, the stronger that shield gets. Because God is not just protecting you, He is elevating you. He is promoting you. He is setting a table before you in the presence of your enemies. Psalm 23, verse 5. That means they're going to have to watch as you rise. They're going to have to witness God's favor over your life, and there is nothing they can do to stop it. So don't be afraid. Don't waste your energy worrying about what people are saying or doing behind your back. They can't touch you. They can throw all the darts they want, but those darts will never land. They will never prosper, because the God who called you, the God who chose you, the God who placed this purpose on your life, He has already gone before you. And my friend, when God is for you, who can stand against you? The more opposition arises, the stronger this safeguard becomes, reinforcing the undeniable truth that you are walking a path designed with purpose. No hand can dismantle what has been set in motion for you, and no ill intent can break through what has already been fortified. The radiance within you is a force that naturally repels anything misaligned with your destiny. So when challenges come, stand unwavering, knowing that unseen guardians are working in your favor. Every attempt to bring you down only strengthens the walls that keep you safe. Trust in this unseen protection, for it has already ensured that no weapon formed against you will ever prosper. Don't just watch, be part of the journey. Hit subscribe now and step into your purpose. The best is yet to come. There are those who feel unsettled in your presence, not because of anything you've done, but because of the undeniable energy you radiate. They sense something within you that disrupts the comfort of their own illusions, a strength, a clarity, a peace that they cannot mirror. The way you carry yourself, unshaken by chaos, is a silent challenge to their doubts and limitations. To them, your existence is a reminder of everything they have yet to heal, and rather than confront their own shadows, they attempt to dim your glow. Their resistance isn't about you. It's about the war within themselves that they are unwilling to face. Growth is a force that unsettles those who remain stagnant. When someone rises above negativity, it reveals a path forward that others may not be ready to take. Instead of celebrating transformation, some will try to pull you back into the very cycle you've escaped. But the essence of who you are is untouchable. The light that shines from within cannot be extinguished by external forces. It only intensifies under pressure. Let them recoil. Let them resist. None of it will change the fact that you are evolving beyond their reach. Keep walking, keep glowing, keep rising, because nothing they do can alter the radiance of a spirit that refuses to be dimmed. There is a deceptive force that seeks to infiltrate the lives of those walking in alignment with their purpose. It hides behind false kindness, weaving illusions of trust while secretly working to dismantle the foundation of those who stand in their truth. Operating through individuals consumed by envy and an insatiable hunger for power, this energy thrives on control, manipulation, and confusion. It sows seeds of doubt, turning allies into adversaries, distorting reality to make the strong question their own instincts. Those under its influence may appear supportive at first, only to later reveal a pattern of subtle sabotage, using charm as a tool to disarm before striking at the core of one's spiritual strength. Awareness is the key to dismantling its grip. The more resistance it meets, the more its weaknesses are exposed, revealing that its hold is only as strong as the power given to it. Protection lies not in direct confrontation, but in discernment, recognizing the signs, setting firm boundaries, and refusing to engage in the chaos it attempts to stir. Intuition is the greatest weapon against deception, leading the way out of its entanglements before they take root. Walking in clarity and refusing to be swayed by the illusions cast by this force ensures that no external darkness can dictate the course of destiny. But they that wait upon the Lord shall renew their strength. They shall mount up with wings as eagles. They shall run and not be weary, and they shall walk and not faint. Isaiah 40:31. Let me tell you something. Spiritual growth is like climbing a mountain. At the bottom, everything looks big, overwhelming, even impossible. But the higher you go, the smaller those problems become. The things that once made you stumble, they don't shake you anymore. The people who tried to tear you down, they can't even reach you now. You're rising higher, and let me tell you, the air is different up here. The noise fades, the distractions fall away, and suddenly you can see things clearly for the first time. That's what happens when you grow spiritually. You don't just change, you elevate. And when you elevate, you start to notice things you never saw before. You recognize who's really for you and who's just pretending. You sense the energy in the room before a single word is spoken. You stop being shaken by petty drama because you know who you are and who's guiding you. And listen, this isn't just about feeling good on the inside. This is about spiritual protection. Growth doesn't just change your mind, it fortifies your soul. Every time you overcome an obstacle, every time you choose faith over fear, every time you let go of something that was weighing you down, you're adding another layer of armor. The attacks don't stop coming, but they stop affecting you the same way. Think of it like a tree. A tree that's just been planted is vulnerable. Every storm, every gust of wind threatens to pull it out by the roots. But the longer it grows, the deeper those roots go. And after a while, that tree can stand through hurricanes, lightning, even fire, and still remain standing. Why? Because its foundation is too strong to be shaken. And that's what's happening to you. Every battle you've faced, every struggle you've endured, it's been making you unmovable. The things that used to break you no longer hold power. The same situations that used to keep you up at night. Now, you just smile and keep walking. The enemy wants you to think you're still that same person from years ago. He wants to make you doubt your progress. He wants you to believe that you're still vulnerable. But let me remind you, you've changed. You're not in the same place. You don't respond the same way. You don't entertain the same drama. And that right there, that's growth. So don't let the distractions pull you back. Don't let small minds shake a big spirit. You've come too far to turn around now. Keep rising. Keep climbing. Keep strengthening that spiritual armor, because the higher you go, the more unstoppable you become. And before you know it, you'll look down and realize everything that once tried to hold you back is now beneath you. This journey is not without its trials, yet every challenge becomes fuel for even greater strength. The deeper one's understanding of their essence, the more impenetrable their inner peace becomes. This state of being is like a current, too strong to be disrupted, an invisible force field that renders external attacks powerless. What once felt overwhelming now fades into insignificance, and what once controlled emotions loses its hold entirely. True spiritual evolution is not just about surviving adversity, it is about thriving in its midst, untouchable and unshaken, no matter what arises. Don't just watch, be part of the journey. Hit subscribe now and step into your purpose. The best is yet to come. The very schemes designed to tear others down, manipulation, deceit, and betrayal, inevitably become the downfall of those who orchestrate them. The forces of balance operate beyond human perception, ensuring that every action taken with malice carries its own consequences. Attempts to spread falsehoods, to disrupt another's path, or to build influence through deception may appear effective in the moment, but unseen forces are already setting into motion the return of what has been sown. The reckoning is not always immediate, but it is certain, aligning itself perfectly with the flow of time. No one escapes the reality of their own intentions, and eventually, the weight of their own actions will become too heavy to bear. Retaliation is never necessary, for justice moves in ways unseen. The downfall of those who act in darkness arrives precisely when they least expect it, catching them in the very traps they once set for others. To engage in vengeance is to tether oneself to the same cycle of destruction. The higher path requires stepping beyond resentment, refusing to be consumed by the negativity others project. Every time a challenge is met with grace instead of anger, a silent victory is won. Strength is not found in reaction, but in the ability to remain unshaken, knowing that no external force can alter what has already been divinely secured. True power lies not in striking back, but in rising so high that no attack can reach. Not everyone who walks beside you is walking with you. As the journey unfolds, awareness sharpens, revealing the true nature of those who surround you. Some wear masks of support, while silently hoping for your downfall, and others disguise their envy as concern. The deeper the transformation, the clearer these energies become. Words alone are never enough. Actions and intentions always reveal themselves over time. Subtle shifts in energy, unspoken resentments, and quiet sabotage expose those who were never truly in alignment with your growth. Yet, just as deception becomes more visible, so does authenticity. There are those whose presence brings light, those who celebrate victories without hidden agendas, and those who uplift without seeking something in return. These are the rare ones who stand unwavering, whose loyalty is felt rather than spoken. Keeping such energy close is not just a choice, but a necessity. Negative forces will always exist, attempting to plant seeds of doubt, to pull others into their own cycles of chaos. But their influence is only as strong as the attention given to them. They hold no true power over the path that has already been set in motion. Their disruptions are fleeting, while purpose remains unshaken. No force of negativity can rewrite what has already been set in motion. Every obstacle, every attempt to derail progress, only fuels the journey forward. Adversity does not block the path. It becomes the very force that sharpens resilience, deepens wisdom, and strengthens determination. Those who thrive on deception and manipulation unknowingly serve as catalysts for transformation, revealing where boundaries must be reinforced and where energy must no longer be wasted. Keeping focus on the higher path renders their interference powerless. Their schemes unravel under the weight of their own intent, while the one who remains steadfast continues to ascend, untouched and unwavering. Even in the heaviest moments, unseen hands are guiding the way. Protection is not always visible, but it is always present, orchestrating events in ways beyond comprehension. Every whisper of encouragement, every sign placed along the journey is a reminder that divine support is ever near. Doubt may creep in, but faith turns it to dust. Those who move with purpose are never truly alone, for forces beyond the physical world are always working to clear the way. Time is the great equalizer. The weight of one's actions always returns in kind, and those who have worked against others will eventually meet the consequences of their own making. No injustice goes unnoticed. No ill intention remains unanswered. What has been sown must inevitably be reaped. Yet, justice is not for the hands of the one who has been wronged. It unfolds in its own perfect rhythm. There is no need to wait for it, no need to watch. The energy spent seeking retribution is energy taken from the path ahead. The greatest response to those who wish harm is to continue rising, to continue building, to continue thriving. Their attempts to disrupt will collapse under the weight of their own deception, while the one who remains focused will only shine brighter. Light cannot be dimmed by those who dwell in shadows. It only becomes more radiant in contrast. Awakening to a higher state of consciousness is a gift, though it often arrives wrapped in discomfort. The process of shedding old limitations, uncovering deeper truths, and stepping fully into one's purpose can feel overwhelming at first. Yet, it is through this transformation that clarity is gained, illusions are shattered, and a profound connection to the greater flow of existence is revealed. No longer entangled in the trivial distractions of the physical world, perception sharpens, allowing truth to emerge with unmistakable precision. Challenges that once seemed insurmountable now appear as stepping stones, guiding the way toward a deeper sense of self and a greater understanding of life's intricate design. The rewards of spiritual elevation are infinite. Wisdom expands, intuition strengthens, and an unshakable sense of inner peace takes root. Every moment of struggle transforms into a lesson, refining resilience and deepening the connection to divine guidance. While the path may be demanding, it leads to a freedom that cannot be undone. Those who have sought to disrupt or hinder this journey will find that their efforts were never strong enough to alter what has already been divinely secured. The very storm they attempted to send will return to them, unfolding in ways beyond their comprehension. Their intentions, their hidden betrayals, their calculated interference, they do not go unnoticed. But the one who continues forward, untouched and unwavering, will rise beyond reach, carried by the very forces that no darkness can ever overcome. Obstacles are not meant to halt progress, but to refine and strengthen the spirit. Every hardship carries a lesson, shaping resilience and revealing the depth of inner strength. Growth is found not in avoiding difficulty, but in embracing it as an opportunity to rise. When faced with trials, they become stepping stones toward a higher state of awareness, unlocking new levels of wisdom and endurance. Each test overcome is a reminder of the power within, forging an unshakable foundation that no external force can dismantle. True power is found in endurance, in trusting the unfolding of events rather than forcing outcomes. Society teaches urgency, but real transformation happens in divine timing. Patience is not passive. It is an active choice to trust the process, to stand firm in faith even when the path ahead is unclear. The waiting season is not empty. It is a time of refinement, preparing the soul for what is to come. When the moment is right, everything will align, and the rewards of perseverance will surpass every temporary frustration. Freedom is found in release, letting go of the weight that no longer serves the journey ahead. This extends beyond physical attachments, reaching into the depths of emotional wounds, limiting thoughts, and toxic connections. Carrying the remnants of old pain only delays progress, keeping the spirit tethered to what was instead of what can be. Liberation comes through surrender, through choosing to step forward unburdened by what has already been left behind. True strength is not in holding on, but in knowing when to let go. Forgiveness is not about excusing those who have caused harm. It is about reclaiming power. Holding on to resentment is a chain that binds energy to the past, allowing old wounds to dictate the present. Choosing to forgive is choosing freedom, releasing the grip that pain has over the heart. It does not mean forgetting, nor does it require reconciliation. It is simply the decision to no longer carry what does not belong in the future. The act of forgiveness clears the path, allowing peace, healing, and abundance to flow unhindered. Deep within, beneath layers of uncertainty and conditioned fear, exists a force that cannot be subdued. It is not something to be gained. It has always been present, waiting for the moment of recognition. True empowerment comes not from external validation, but from the realization that no obstacle defines limits. Instead, they serve as the catalysts for expansion. Once this awareness takes hold, nothing remains beyond reach. Setbacks transform into wisdom, resistance becomes fuel, and every perceived barrier turns into a gateway for elevation. The awakening of this force is irreversible. Once it rises, there is no retreat, only movement forward toward an undeniable destiny. Don't just watch, be part of the journey. Hit subscribe now and step into your purpose. The best is yet to come. Stepping into one's full power ignites a transformation that is impossible to ignore. Every trial endured, every hardship overcome, forges a being of unshakable resilience and luminous presence. This is not an end, but a beginning, the unfolding of a path carved with purpose, driven by an inner fire that nothing can extinguish. Those who underestimated this strength will come to witness a rise they never anticipated, while every challenge meant to hinder becomes a stepping stone toward greater heights. The path ahead is divinely secured, unwavering in its direction, leading only to the fulfillment of a fate that was never in question.